Hey guys, Travis Daggett, Forefront Enterprises. Want to talk about the subject of real estate investing, education and training and mentoring and coaching, courses, that whole subject. Uh, I get asked that question quite a bit by people that are considering a certain course or certain guru or even a certain strategy. People ask me, is it worth this much? Is it worth 1,000? Is it worth 5,000, 8, 10, 15, 20, 25,000? And that's a hard question to ask, or to answer. It's really an individual decision. But I usually ask people a few questions about, what they're looking for, if they're looking to be a part-time real estate investor, full-time real estate investor, what kind of profit and income, revenue and sales they want to generate. So there's a lot of factors. It's really starting a business. But I can just tell them what I know from personal experience. For me, I did pay for training, mentoring, coaching courses, and I can tell you that it really shortened the learning curve for me. And I see the benefit. It helped me to do deals, but probably just as important or more important when I was starting, and I consider myself still starting or learning about new things. And that value is that it prevented me, and it can prevent you from losing a lot, because losing a lot when you're just starting can totally wipe you out. And money-wise, psychologically, mentally, and really cause somebody to give up, stop, and maybe have so much fear that they never start again. So that's a real benefit. It's kind of like a franchise. You're paying some money, but you're overcoming a lot of the hurdles in the first place. I was thinking about this today because I was talking to a guy at the bank who was helping me send a wire and get a power of attorney notarized for a fix and flip deal that we're doing in South Carolina. And it turns out he just graduated from college. So I asked him how much he had, how much a 4-year business degree from the University of Oregon cost, and he said $50,000. Now, that's what he thought it cost, but then I asked him, well, how much in grants and loans? And so it turned out it's $100,000, and for 4 years, about $25,000 a year. So if you think of it in those terms, now he's going to have to start making loan payments, he said, in about 6 months of over $600 a month for 10 plus years. So if you look at it that way, return on investment, there's a lot of people that just think college is a given, or it's a necessity, or a requirement, and that it's worth it. From a financial standpoint, I question that. I think $100,000, and that's pretty amazing. Now, for my education, I paid probably around $10,000 to get started, and I made most of that back in my first deal, and certainly by the end of my second. So it's hard for me to compare the cost of college for $100,000 and the cost of getting some real estate investing education for, say, $10,000. It's hard for me really to compare the two as far as the return on investment. I just see so much value on getting education from somebody that's an active real estate investor. It's going to shorten the learning curve for you, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Now, I have seen people pay $50,000. I've seen personally people pay $50,000 for real estate investing education that to me was not worth that much. The value wasn't there. And so, you do need to be careful, but I wouldn't go one way in saying it's all not worth anything. Just go to your RIA and learn there, your Real Estate Investors Association that's local. or just through online forums or whatever that's free. But I also wouldn't go to the other side, and that's where people end up going to every seminar and buying every course out there, and they spend so much money. It's almost like a way of pushing the snooze button and delaying action, and thinking that buying courses is actually the same thing as doing deals, and it's not. So there has to be a balance there, and I think people need to have an attitude of ongoing learning. That's essential in anything, but especially in real estate investing. So I hope that helps, guys. Helps you with the decision-making process on real estate investing, education, and that whole subject. Any questions, comments, go and throw them in here, and I will do my best to answer any questions that you have. And see you next time. Thanks. Big wheels keep on turning.